What's up, fam? It's Tanya. Talk to Tanya. Tanya J Miller LLC. You guys know we do life, we do leadership, we do it unapologetically on purpose. That means every day we're trying to help you to figure out how to fit the puzzle piece of life together so you do life right and you do it well. So we are wrapping up. We have been talking, just the realness of what's went down this week and what's going down for me in my own life. We lost the great, and then we lost greats that we didn't even know were great. There were 4 other people there, and they was great to somebody, and somebody's experiencing a great loss right now. Many are experiencing great loss right now because, big or small, their greatness touched people, and that won't change. I said we'll continue to lose greats, big and small, all the time. That won't change. It's the cycle of life. We were born to die, but we were also born to live, and to live on purpose as well. And so, if anything, I've been echoing that. I agree, and I've shared in some interviews I've done, because everybody asks you who's your mentor. I said, well, he's the mentor that he didn't know was my mentor. So how like Wendy Williams say, the person that friend in their head, he was my mentor in my head, but I was so honored to have met him. I wish we was better on cell phones back then and we would have took a picture. Like, oh my God. But I met him, shook his hand. I think he maybe gave me a hug. Years ago at Norfolk State University, Dr. Miles Monroe came and spoke, and we went, my husband and and I just felt so deeply honored and moved because I was in the midst of greatness. And one thing he said, and he's lived it, and it's the legacy he's left, is he said, don't die old, die empty. That's the goal of life. Go to the cemetery and disappoint the graveyard. Listen, he wasn't an old man when he died. And it was unexpected. It was actually very tragic, because not only did he die, his wife died, and other church members died, and the staff of the airplane died. So, but what people were able to rejoice about, his children that he left, his members and friends and family that he left, was that they know his job was well done. They was sad. Like, they was sad for sure. But this man echoed this in everything he did. Don't die old, die empty. That's the goal of life. He did his assignment. He said that's the goal of life. He said, go to the cemetery. You can go, you can die, but disappoint the graveyard. Don't die with everything in you. Don't die with all of what you were to do, your assignments, your purpose for the span of life you had to live. You didn't do it. Come on. Are you still waiting to try that thing? Like, it's people that's afraid to try new things. Try it. Are you still waiting to go back to school? Go back to school. Are you still waiting to change careers because you ain't happy? Listen, how long you gonna stay unhappy? Are you waiting to actually still give love a chance again? Because the last time before that didn't work. Love again. Are you gonna continue to wait to do life on purpose, or are you gonna figure out that purpose is where it's at? Purpose is where it's at. You gotta do this thing called life, and you gotta know that you have to do it all on purpose. Today is my sister's birthday. She would have been 47, and I would have been, I will be tomorrow. I'm not telling y'all. But one thing I know for beyond a shadow of a doubt, that girl Shannon, she disappointed the graveyard. She did everything on purpose. She even the last 6 months, y'all, she was going. And I remember having a conversation where, like, it seemed so surreal. She's like, I want to do everything. I just feel like I got to do everything because I want to make sure that I do all that's on my life, all that I'm called to do, all that I'm assigned to do. I want to do my purpose. You need to feel that way. You need to know that you don't know the time, that you don't know the hour, that you don't know, and that you need and you got to and you want to do everything because that's what's in you. That's your assignment. That's your reason for being. That is your purpose. Die empty. Don't worry about dying old. Die empty. Don't worry about being here to you in your 80s and 90s and 100s. Die empty. Disappoint the graveyard. Disappoint the graveyard. You have greatness in you, and you bet not take it back with you. You bet not leave it in you. Don't you dare take it to the grave. Peace, y'all.